introduce yourselves. You can say what state you're from, what school you're from, maybe you all go to the same school. Regardless, if you can introduce yourselves, tell us who you are.
There may not be seats.
I'm Jonathan Zen. I'm a rising ninth grader, and I go to Wilson High School.
Oh, this is not the right room.
I'm Ali Chastain. I'm a rising
This is
junior,
one of
and I
three.
also go to Walton High School in Georgia.
I'm Leah Ledger. I'm rising. I'm a freshman, and I also
Cool. Congratulations on getting here, Georgia. What about this team in the middle? If y'all can introduce yourselves, please.
I'm Dan Bertoni. I'm from Certamen Academy and getting extra, and I'm going to 10th grade.
Cool.
My name is Penelope Dovelar. I'm from Certamen Academy in New Hampshire, and I'm going to 10th grade.
My name is Valencia. I'm from Exeter Academy in Exeter, New Hampshire, and I'm rising sophomore.
Congratulations, New Hampshire, on getting here. And our last thing, y'all can introduce yourselves for us, please.
I'm Jack Finch. I am from Boston Latin School, and I'm rising. I'm going to 8th grade.
My name is Shannon. I'm going to Wisconsin in Arizona. I'm rising 8th grade.
I'm Ryan. I go to the country school in Maryland.
I'm Miles. I go to the Greenhill School in Texas, and I'm a rising 8th grader.
Cool. And assuming from your amalgamation, y'all are at the wildcard, right? Cool. Well, congratulations on playing this experience. In the interest again of getting started, I'm going to continue going through our checklist. So we did our buzzer check. If you could wait until recognized in order to answer a question. I know this is maybe your first time playing at the national level, and there's lots of nerves and jitters. So make sure that when you do buzz in, wait until our machine operator is going to tell you who buzzed in first, so that you can get the question and not accidentally disqualify yourself. Okay. If we could, right now, turn off all of our cell phones or any other items capable of making noise, that would be great. While we were doing introductions, there were some whispers, and that's fine. Because of the configuration of the room, if we can keep whispers to like 0, you're facing them and they'll be able to hear you very easily. So let's try to keep whispers to absolutely nothing so that we can, again, keep the competitive integrity of the round intact. Again, if you could please be quiet, but feel free to cheer as loudly as you would like at 5, 10, 15, and 20. And yeah. Anybody have any questions so far? I'm like halfway through my list, so I've still got some more to go. Okay. Now I'm going to read the Aurelia passage. You should have a passage in front of you. I'm just going to read it out loud. This is how I pronounce Latin. I'm not going to ask you any questions about it, so feel free to just follow along. Aurelia, qui urbs placebat, erat in Aegypto cum familia sua calida ingenti et equo. 30 ludos magnos Iois in amphitheatro Alexandriae spectavant. Tandem hic equus ieratissimus domum recurrere coebit. Aurelia Anglicae dixit. You can read about the year 312 AD in history books, but can you tell us what the abbreviation OP period CIT period means? Okay. Any questions about my pronunciation? I'll say dates exactly like that. I'll say abbreviations, OP period, CIT period, all things like that. Okay. Continuing on, reminder, on toss-ups, you should be looking at me. You shouldn't be looking at your teammates, because toss-ups are kind of an individual game, and then when you get to the bony, then you can talk to your teammates. Do we have coaches in here? Cool. Coaches, any other coaches? Okay, protests should really come from either players or coaches, so I'll be looking to y'all. If you have any issues, feel free to bring them up anytime during the round, after a question, at a score break. We will try our best to make a decision here, but we will definitely talk about every single protest in our moderator room where we have like 20 brains working on something. So we'll try our best here, but if we need to talk about it more, we'll take it to that room. Can I have the captains of each team recognize themselves? So 2, 1, 3, cool. Anybody have any questions? What's up?
So you said no whispering, but like we're.
No, yeah, y'all can whisper. Yeah, y'all can defer, y'all can confer, all of those things. But again, only on bonuses, yes. Yeah, any other questions? Okay, let me see.
I'll just throw out there. Given the configuration of the room, audience, please be really, really careful about facial expressions, mouthing, even if you don't think you're communicating to players, if you're sitting there like answering the question to yourself, please be really mindful of not mouthing the answer, because if we see it, we have to act on it for the sake of the teams. So just recognize it's a little unusual, so be careful about that.
And if players, if you could look at me, I know you got friends, family, supporters. Let's try to keep it us so that everything goes smoothly. Okay. Any other questions, reminders?
I think I'm just gonna stand.
Okay. Introductions, we can introduce ourselves because I always think it's fun. My name is Alex Soto. I am from Texas. I teach middle school in Austin, and I don't even know what convention this is. But regardless, I'm happy y'all are here. I also played Certamen in my time as a JCLer, so seeing Certamen live on and seeing all of the amazing work that you do throughout the school year and throughout the summer, it's a lot of work, but hopefully this feels worth it to you. So again, congratulations on being here, and I'm happy to be here in front of y'all.
My name is Phil Swanger. I teach high school Latin in a suburb of Raleigh, North Carolina, and I also serve as the North Carolina Certamen chair. Played Certamen in high schol, and that was really what brought me into JCL, was the competitiveness of it, the friendly competitiveness of it. So yeah, this is I counted it up. I think this is 9 for me.
Okay. Okay. I think that's everything. Just a reminder of the format, in case you haven't played a tournament like this before. Your job in these first 3 rounds, this is round 1, tomorrow will be round 2, and the day after will be round 3. Your job is to just get as many points as possible. Doesn't matter if you win the round, doesn't matter if you lose the round, your job is to get as many points as possible so that when we add up all the scores at the end, you are one of the top 9 teams that moves on to the semifinals. Okay? So I know for a lot of people, how many of y'all is this your first convention? Okay, quite a few, yeah. And presumably first time playing Certamen Nationals, so it can be nerve-wracking, but we're gonna have some good fun. You're gonna show me everything that you know. You've been practicing really hard for all of this, so once we get our go-ahead, we're gonna have a nice, fun round. I think that's a go-ahead. Okay. We can go ahead and start this. Oh, you already started, that's cool. That works. Okay. Then, if there are no other questions, do we know if that's a go-ahead? Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started with 2024 NJCL Certamen Novice Division Round 1. I have a content warning first. Here's the content warning. The study of the humanities often challenges us as we examine the full range of the human experience. This Certamen round contains mention of violence, including family violence. As always, take care of yourselves and reach out to your chaperones and sponsors if you need to talk about the content. Okay? One last common breath. And here we go. Here's toss-up number 1 for any team. Translate the following sentence from Latin to English. Cur ad forum ambu.
A2.
Why are you walking to the forum?
Why are you walking to the forum is correct. The last word was ambulas. Cur ad forum ambulas. Bonus number 1 to Team A. Translate the following sentence from Latin to English. Quis feles non amat.
Who doesn't know taxes? Can I get a repeat?
Yes. Translate the following sentence from Latin to English. Quis feles non amat?
Who doesn't love cats?
That is correct. Who doesn't love cats? Bonus number 2 to Team A. Translate the following sentence from Latin to English. Quot homines ludos spectavant?
Can I please get a repeat?
Translate the following sentence from Latin to English. Quot homines ludos spectavant?
How many men were watching the games?
Yeah.
How many men were watching the games?
How many men were watching the games? That is correct. That is 20 total points on toss-up number 1 to Team A. Here's toss-up number 2 for any team. While traveling to Rome from the west, a traveler would most likely sail to what Italian port city
A3.
Ostia.
located 16 miles from Rome at the mouth of the Tiber? Ostia is correct. Do we have anything else here?
Yes.
Okay. In just a second, you're going to get a visual. You can talk to your teammates about this visual because it's going to pertain to these bonus questions.
Hey.
Yes. Okay. You now have 5 seconds to inspect the visual. Here's bonus number 1. This map depicts several port cities of ancient Italy. Which letter represents Brundisium, a high-traffic port connecting the Via Appia with sea travel from Greece?
Letter F.
Letter F is correct. Bonus number 2. Which letter represents Rhegium, a major city in Calabria, overseeing the movement of goods and people to nearby Messana?
Letter D.
Letter D is correct. Nice job, 20 points on that question. And as is tradition here, you're going to show off the visual and you need to go ooh and ah. Ready, set. Okay, just so everybody gets a view. Cool. So that is 20 more points on toss-up number 2 to Team A. Toss-up number 3 for any team. What is the synonym for the most common Latin enclitic, que,
B4.
Et.
which means and? Et is correct. Bonus number 1 to Team B. Now provide another Latin synonym for que. Yes, aqua is correct. And bonus number 2, what enclitic is added to the first word of the sentence to indicate that a question is being asked? Nah. Nah is correct. That's 20 points on toss-up number 3 to Team B. Nice job. Here is toss-up number 4 for any team. Kerberos may be the most famous mythological dog, but there are a lot of good dogs out there. What two-headed...
A3.
Orcus.
Sorry, can you repeat that for me?
Orcus.
No, I'm sorry, Orcus is not correct. Is there another buzz?
Yes, there.
No. Okay, I'll repeat the question for teams B and C.
Do I need to reset?
Yes, please. Kerberos may be the most famous mythological dog, but there are a lot of good dogs out there. What two-headed brother of Kerberos was known for guarding Gerion's cattle? I'll repeat for a full second time. Kerberos may be the most famous mythological dog, but there are a lot of good dogs out there. What two-headed brother of Kerberos was known for guarding Gerion's cattle? I've now read the question twice. I'm gonna call adequate time. Okay?
C3.
Dionysus.
No, I'm sorry, it's not Dionysus, but a good dog. Any other buzz?
No.
Okay, I've read the question twice. Gonna call adequate time. His name is Orthrus, or you could have said Orthus with a TH. Yeah, that is another dog in mythology. Okay, that's okay. No score on toss-up number 4. Here is toss-up number 5 for any team. What early Roman emperor came to the throne when he was 50 years old, was the uncle of his predecessor, and ruled...
C3.
Tiberius.
I'm sorry, Tiberius is not correct.
Do I reset?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, repeating for teams A and B. What early Roman emperor came to the throne when he was 50 years old, was the uncle of his predecessor, and ruled from 41 to 50?
A1.
Claudius.
Claudius is correct. From 41 to 54 AD. Claudius is that emperor. Bonus number 1 to team A. Name Claudius's predecessor who famously tried to make his horse Incitatus a senator.
Caligula.
Yes, Caligula is correct. And bonus number 2. By what method was Claudius killed, the blame of which fell on his wife Agrippina the Younger?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, by what method was Claudius killed, the blame of which fell on his wife Agrippina the Younger?
Poisoned by mushrooms.
Yes, poisoned by mushrooms is correct. That is another 20 points to Team A on toss-up number 5. And now that we've got 5 questions down, can we get a score check?
Okay, Team A 60 points, Team B 20 points, Team C 0.
We say yet to score, because we hope that they'll score later.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good, you're good.
Oh.
So, can you repeat it one more time?
Team A 60, Team B 20, Team C 0.
Yet to score, okay. And now we clap. You're good. I just wanted to...
Oh, okay.
You're
Yes,
good.
yet to score.
And you have
that a little bit louder, please?
Okay, 60, 20, yet to score.
Yet to score.
Okay.
Yes. Mhm.
Cool.
My apologies.
No, you're good, you're good. Okay. Here we go. Toss number 6 for any team, still 300 points, so still anybody's game. Toss up. Differentiate in meaning between the Latin nouns novice and now.
A2.
Ship and sailor, respectively.
Ship and sailor are correct. Novice and nauta, those were the words. But, excuse me, bonus number 1 to team A. Differentiate in meaning between the Latin nouns nomen and nemo.
That's me. Actually, can we get a repeat?
Differentiate in meaning between the Latin nouns nomen and nemo.
Name and nobody, respectively.
Name and nobody are both correct. Bonus number 2, differentiate in meaning between the Latin nouns volnus and somnus.
Please repeat.
Differentiate in meaning between the Latin nouns volnus and somnus.
Alright, so, yeah, I think so. Yeah, and wellness is wound and sleep, respectively.
Wound and sleep are both correct. That is 20 points on toss-up number 6 to Team A. Toss-up number 7 for any team. What Phoenician woman, although never officially married to Aeneas, felt...
B2.
Oh no. Dido?
Dido is correct. Felt that she was his wife after their tryst in a cave. Dido is that woman. Bonus number 1 to Team B. Which wife of Aeneas was lost in the chaos at Troy and then appeared to him as a ghost to tell him he would one day marry someone else?
Seconds.
I need an answer, please. Gonna call adequate.
Defer.
Yep.
Aurelia?
No, I'm sorry, it's not Aurelia. Her name is Creusa. Creusa. Okay, try bonus number 2. Which wife of Aeneas was originally supposed to marry Turnus?
Fifteen seconds.
No, sorry, not Aurelia. Her name is Lavinia. Lavinia. That's okay. Still got 10 points on toss-up number 7, and those go to Team B. Here is toss-up number 8 for any team. Listen carefully to the following fable about a dog, which I will read twice, then respond in English to the questions that follow. Here's the first reading. Olim canis cibum in ore tenebat, dum probe flumen ambulabat, subito piscem in aqua vidit. Canis piscem cupivit, et os aperuit, Sed cibus statim in aquam cecidit, quam in felix. Can we sum quickly? I know you're good. Yeah, you're good. Okay. Here's the second reading. Olem canis cibum in ore tenebat, dum prope flumen ambulabat, subito piscem in aqua vidit. Canis piscem cupiuit et os aperuit, sed cibus statim in aquam cecidit, quam in felix. The question, where was the dog?
A2.
Around the river.
I'll take that. Yeah, by the river, near the river, around the river. Where was the dog walking? That was the full question. Bonus number 1. Why did the dog open its mouth?
So we have, if you wanted fish, it said like piscem cupibit.
Ask for this.
Yeah, say the sentence including cupibit.
Dum prope flumen ambulaba.
15 seconds.
I need an answer,
He
please.
wanted to eat the fish.
Yes, he wanted to eat the fish. That is correct. Here's bonus number 2. What happened after the dog opened its mouth?
The fish fell into the river.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. He had the food in his mouth, and the food fell into the river. So he kind of already had food, but he wanted more. That's kind of the moral. Like, he was a little too greedy. So yeah, his food fell into the water. It wasn't the fish. That's okay. That's still 15 points on toss-up number 8 to Team A. Here's toss-up number 9 for any team. What early Roman figure never saw the city flourish because he leapt over the wall?
B1.
Remus is correct. Because he leapt over the walls built by his brother Romulus on the Palatine Hill. Bonus number 1 to Team B. On which of Rome's 7 hills did Remus plan to settle?
Aventine.
Aventine is correct. And bonus number 2, what shepherd was said to have raised both Romulus and Remus?
Faustulus.
Faustulus is correct. That's 20 points on toss number 9 to Team B. Here's toss number 10, and then we're halfway through our round after this, so we'll get our halfway score check. Toss-up number 10 for any team. From what Latin word with what meaning do we derive Trinity?
B4.
Trace meaning 3 is correct. The rest of the words, Trinity, triumvirate, and triple. Those were those 3 words for trace meaning 3. Bonus number 1 to Team B. From what Latin word with what meaning do we derive the English word inch, unit, and unicorn?
Unus. Meaning 1.
Yes, unus meaning 1 is correct. Bonus number 2, here's this one. From what Latin word with what meaning do we derive the words squadron, quadratic, and quartet?
Quattuor meaning 4.
Quattuor meaning 4. That is correct. All of those correct. 20 points on toss number 10. And at our halfway point, can we get another score check, please?
Team A 95, Team B 70, Team C yet to score.
Yes. If you could leave quickly so we can continue, thank you. Appreciate it. I know other rounds are going to be ending, finishing soon, so let's try to go a little bit quickly. Okay. Halfway point done. We still got 10 more questions. So again, still anybody's game. 200 points left. Here is toss-up number 11 for any team. Using the Latin verb amo amare, give the third person singular
A2.
Amabat.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. And next was
B1.
Amabator.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct.
There's the
And
third.
I'll repeat for Team C. Using the Latin verb amo amare, give the third person singular, imperfect active indicative, a form translated as she used to love. I'll repeat it again. Using the Latin verb amo amare, give the third person singular, imperfect active indicative, a form translated as she used to love. I read the question twice. Gonna call adequate. There's a buzz.
C3.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. We're all really close. It's amabat. I think it was plural, it was passive, it was
I'm so
active,
sorry
yeah.
for throwing you off.
All good, all good. There's no score on toss-up number 11. Here's toss-up number 12 for any team. Toss-up. What son of Poseidon and Boosa herded sheep, ate humans,
B2.
Polyphemus.
and was eventually blinded by Odysseus and his men? Polyphemus is that son. Bonus number 1 to Team B. How many of Odysseus' men did Polyphemus eat?
Seven.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. It was 6,
Are
unfortunately.
you serious?
Yes, it was 6. Try this one. Bonus number 2. After blinding Polyphemus, how did Odysseus and his men escape the cave?
The fair.
They were on the bottom of, they clung to the bottom of sheep.
Yep, that is correct. They tied themselves, they clung to the bottom of the sheep, and they kind of snuck out like that. So that is 15 points on toss-up number 12 to Team B. Toss-up number 13 for any team. What Latin phrase denotes the portion of the day, afternoon,
A2.
Post-meridian.
and is abbreviated P period M period? Post-meridium is that phrase. Bonus number 1 to Team A. Similarly, what Latin phrase is abbreviated A period M period and denotes the portion of the day up until noon?
Guys, I think it's ante-meridian.
Ante-meridium is correct. Bonus number 2, what Latin word which can be abbreviated to its first 4 letters tells someone to do something at once?
Statum? Stat?
Yes, statum and stat is the abbreviation. That is 20 points on toss-up number 13 to Team A. Toss-up number 14 for any team. Yeah.
We're in the middle of a round.
Okay, here we go. Toss-up number 14 for any team. What creature's hide did Hercules wear after he completed his first labor? It was the Nemean lion's hide. Bonus number 1 to Team A. During which labor did Hercules have to divert a river to clean out an area that hadn't been cleaned for 30 years?
I defer to A3.
The Augean stables.
Yes, the Augean stables are correct. Bonus number 2 to Team A. Which other of Hercules' labors ultimately did not count because he received outside assistance?
I defer to A3.
The Lernaean Hydra.
Yes, the Hydra did not count. That is 20 points on toss-up number 14 to Team A. Toss-up number 15, and then we'll get yet another score check, and then we'll have 5 questions. Here is toss-up number 15. What is a Latin synonym of puto, puta?
A2.
Credo.
I'm gonna say no to that, sorry.
B1.
Cogito.
Cogito is what I was looking for, it's what's on the page. Puto putare, which means to think. Could have said cogito, arbitor, openor, sentio, a lot of other things, but I don't think credo is quite close enough.
Can we check on that?
Yeah. You want to write down credo?
Yep, got it.
In this case, just so we don't have to scramble and find y'all later, do y'all have pieces of paper in front of you? At least one. So I'm going to read the bonuses to both of y'all. You're going to write your answer down, and then we're going to see what the answers are. So make sure that you don't talk to each other. Make sure you only write it down, and then we'll check on them. Okay? So, bonus number 1, what's up?
Is that if the challenge is correct?
Yeah, so if that one's correct, then we'll give the points to them. But if yours is correct, or theirs is incorrect, I should say, then we'll give the points to you. Okay, so bonus number 1 for both of the teams. What is the Latin synonym of consumo, consumere? So you still got 15 seconds. Feel free to talk and whisper. Make sure you write down your answers so that I can look at it in just a bit. And we'll figure out a way to put on this question.
15 seconds.
Okay, I'm just gonna go by and see.
I accidentally wrote
Okay, so, oh, yeah. Both teams wrote down Edo. Consumo means to eat. Edo also means to eat. So, y'all both get 15 points right now. And let's see. Let's at least do the second bonus.
They each get 15?
Well, let's do this next one and we'll see. Yeah. So, bonus number 2. What is a Latin antonym of silentium? Let's write it down and talk about it.
15 seconds.
Both of those will work. Team A wrote down sonos, a sound that works, and Team B wrote down clamor, a shouting or some kind of big noise. So we wrote down all those answers. If Team A's answer is correct, then they'll get the 20 points. If we deem that it's incorrect, then Team B will get the 20 points. So if you want to put like 20 in both and kind of like star them or just something, I'm trying to think. We'll add it to Team B for now,
Yeah.
but we might have to take away those points and add them to A. So, say that again?
How long do the challenges take?
We'll talk about it tonight, and then you'll find out. I think we still have digital scoreboard, so you'll find out either late tonight or we'll fix it early in the morning. So you'll find out before round 2. Yep, no problem, no problem.
I have a
Okay,
question.
yes.
How many points do we give?
So we're gonna say 20 points to Team B for right now,
Okay.
and then if you just want to put like a little star or
Little
something,
star.
yeah.
So just team B?
Yes.
Correct, all right, thank you.
While I'm marking that, we are now at 15 questions. If we could get a score check, please.
Team A, 135. Team B, 105. Team C, yet to score.
Okay, we got a different score. But the rest are.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, it's 155 actually for team A.
What I think she asked was
155, right? Because you said 20 for each, right? So it's 150.
Well, we're not gonna count
Oh,
them
yeah,
right
that's
now.
right, so it's 135, yeah.
But she still has a different number.
Oh.
We're just figuring out a score.
Oh, okay.
easily.
Team B got 15. Team A got 20. There.
100.
Team A got 20 there. No, it's public. Because we had 20 and 20. Oh, you only added 10 there, so 135.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes,
it's
so
135.
the score as it stands, we were just talking about Team A's score, so it's 135 to 105?
Yes.
Correct, to get the score, okay. Cool, just making sure we have that right. Thanks for bearing with us. Got 5 more questions. Here we go. Toss up number 16 for any team. You're gonna get your scores as high as possible. Here we go, toss up. Responde aut latine aut anglice. Ubi pugnabant gladiator.
A2.
In the amphitheater?
Yes, that is correct. The full question was ubi pugnabant gladiatores. You could have said in the amphitheater, in the Colosseum, in the circus, or you could have done it in Latin if you were feeling fancy. Here's bonus number 1 to Team A. Responde aut Latine aut Anglice. Ubi correbant currus circum spinam.
Can you guys repeat?
Responde aut Latine aut Anglice. Ubi correbant currus circum spinam.
In Kirko.
In Kirko, feeling fancy. Yeah, you could have also said in the circus or at the race course, anything like that. Bonus number 2 to Team A. Responde aut Latine aut Anglice. Quid dixerunt omnes gladiatores ante pugnam.
What did all the gladiators say? Isn't it like there's well, they said English or Latin. Yeah. It's that's more true. Right? I learned that somewhere. Am I tweaking?
15 seconds.
Any answer?
Nos morituri te salutamus.
Yes, that is correct. Nos morituri te salutamus, which means we who are about to die salute. So, 20 points on toss-up number 16 to Team A. Here's toss-up number 17 for any team. According to the lexicon Recentis Latinitatis, what modern term would the Romans have called dentarius medicus?
A2.
A dentist.
A dentist is correct. That is a dentarius medicus, a doctor, a toothy doctor. Try this one. Bonus number 1. According to the lexicon Recentis Latinitatis, what modern professional would the Romans have called doctor machinarius?
Mechanic.
Mechanic works. You could have also said an engineer, but mechanic is a good one too. Bonus number 2 to Team A. According to the lexicon Recentis Latinitatis, what modern adventurer would the Romans have called Africana Venatia?
Like hunted African. What is that? Like safari? Is that what they want? It's an African hunt. Can I get a repeat?
Yes, according to the lexicon Recentis Latinitatis, what modern adventurer would the Romans have called Africana
15
Venatia?
seconds.
Safari.
Safari or an African hunt would have both worked. So, nice job on that. 20 points on toss-up number 17 to Team A. Toss-up number 18 for any team. The gods would never knowingly eat human flesh, but accidents happen. Which part of...
A3.
Yes, that works. Which part of Pelops' body did a distracted Demeter eat during a dinner hosted by Tantalus? It was his shoulder, his left shoulder, apparently. Bonus number 1 to Team A. Why was Demeter so distracted that she ate Pelops' shoulder?
I defer to A3.
Persephone was lost. In the underworld. Kidnapped.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, lost means, in my mind, she was like, oh no. But she was missing. But yeah, there was a little more intention there. You got there eventually. So, yes, that is correct. Bonus number 1. Bonus number 2. Which member of the house of Atreus ate his own children who had been murdered and served to him by his vengeful brother?
I don't trust myself.
Theestes.
I defer to A3.
Theestes.
Yes, Theestes is correct. That is 20 points on toss-up number 18 to Team A. Here's toss-up number 19. At what momentous battle did Octavian's navy defeat the
A1.
Battle of Actium.
defeat the combined forces of Antony and Cleopatra? It is the Battle of Actium. Bonus number 1 to Team A. Who served as admiral of Octavian's fleet at Actium?
Agrippa.
Agrippa is correct. And bonus number 2. Another such momentous event was Quintilius Varus's loss of 3 legions to the Germans while trying to secure the northern frontier. Where did this defeat occur?
I defer to A1.
Teutoburg Forest.
Teutoburg Forest is correct. That is 20 points on toss-up number 19. And right before our last question, can we get another score check, please?
Team A 215, Team B 105, Team C yet to score.
Here's toss-up number 20. Again, even if you feel like you did not so great this round, you still have tomorrow's rounds. So just finish this out strong, rest up, and then play tomorrow like any day. Here's toss-up number 20 for any team. Differentiate in meaning between deco and
C3.
To learn, compared to speak.
no, I'm sorry, that's not correct.
D1.
To speak and to lead respectively.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. No, there was, okay. I'll repeat for team A. Differentiate in meaning between deco and dokeo.
A2.
Say and teach respectively.
Say and to teach are both correct. Bonus number 1 to team A. Now differentiate in meaning between yakio and yakeo.
Throw and lie. Throw and lie respectively.
Those are both correct. And bonus number 2. Now differentiate in meaning between laudo and ludo.
Repeat, please.
Differentiate in meaning between laudo and ludo.
Praise and play respectively.
Praise and play are both correct. That's 20 points on question number 20. And can we get our final score check, please? Again, this is without the question where y'all both answered the bonuses. So,
Team A, 235. Team B, 105. Team C yet to score.
okay. We said didn't score, but yeah, that works. Again, thank you for playing, guys. That's the end of round 1 for tonight. You might want to cheer on your other teams from your state in their rounds, which should be starting soon-ish. So feel free to do that, or feel free to rest up. And good luck tomorrow and in all of your future rounds. Ready? We are.
We weren't.
Oh, okay. I was like, I normally go.
We're not too.
Okay.
To me. Wonderful. There. Am I in the way of the answering method? I'll stay here. I just realized that probably just gets away. All right. Yeah, audience. So besides the unusual things, normal things, please make sure that your electronic devices are silenced. Please make sure that you're not communicating with the players in any way, verbal or otherwise. Competitors, if you'll make sure that you have no electronic devices that are on you that will make noise during the round. You're welcome to have paper out, make sure that it's blank before we get started. Please make sure that you are recognized before answering a toss-up. Bonuses you may confer, but on toss-ups, please do not talk to each other. And be ready to answer immediately when recognized. Audience, you may cheer briefly after questions 5, 10, 15, 19, and 20 when we do a score check. Did that. Any coaches in the room? Coach? Any other coach? Coach? Wonderful. Coaches, players, you are allowed to present any challenges during the round. If you're not a coach or a player, you may not offer a challenge. Please keep that in mind. You are welcome to ask a question about a decision, and we will write it down and make a decision as a group and get back to you tonight. Otherwise, unless there are no questions from our players